Hey guys, are you wondering what events are happening in March 2023 in Scottsdale?
There's a lot of them.
Stay tuned and we're going to talk all about them. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing Living in Scottsdale updates for March 2023, letting you guys know all the different events going on here. That way, if you are visiting or living here, you can take advantage of them. Now there are so many different ones around. We're kind of just picking some of the major ones or highlighting some, but there's so many around. And if you do want to know more than what we're talking about here, just leave a comment down below or reach out to us. But let's dive right into this. First, I want to say that there's a gradual slowdown around after we just had the Super Bowl here, the Waste Management Open, and the Barrett Jackson. Now,
You call this a slowdown? There's probably more events in March than any other month.
Well, there are more events in March, but with how big those other three events I
Oh,
mentioned
that's
there,
true.
there are a bit of a slowdown from a massive increase in people around during the last couple of weeks. It was,
Although I tell you, spring training is a pretty big event here.
oh, absolutely. Well, let's dive right into that. So during March, actually just this past week on February the 25th, Spring's training officially started down here in the nation, and especially we're really big in it down here in Scottsdale. Just built a brand new spring training facility a couple of years ago. Have multiple different major league teams around, and that spring training is going to go all the way until March the 28th. So if you are a baseball fan or you just like getting out and enjoying some sports, heading down and seeing some of those different spring training events or spring training games are going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so the weather's perfect. I mean, mid 70s for watching the games. The venues are a lot smaller than the major league ballparks, so you can get closer in. You can actually see the players' faces. And a lot of the venues here have like grassy areas that you can sit on. There's some areas have like covered seating as well. So it's a really fun, family-friendly events. And I know it's just like most major events. It's gotten pretty expensive. So if you're trying to go with a family, it can be very costly. But here, spring training, they try to make it a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, it's kind of more like enjoying your favorite pros out there playing in a Sunday league game where you can really be close to them. If you want, you can heckle them and they'll actually hear you. It's just a lot of fun getting out there. So our next event we want to talk about is the Scottsdale Rodeo.
Okay.
Now this one starts on March the 9th and goes to the 12th. It's over that weekend. And it's also known as the Prada del Sol Rodeo. And this rodeo is massive. It's held over at Westworld, which is up in North Scottsdale. They'll have everything from a couple of horse shows to bull riding, barrel racing, all kinds of different equestrian activities. And it's just really fun to get out there and enjoy it, and makes you feel like you're in the Wild West, so to speak.
Yeah, but the parada or parade actually takes place in downtown Scottsdale. And the whole event starts with the mail carrier. I forget what they call it, but they ride in on the horses and they carry some mail from, I think, Holbrook or someplace like that. And so they ride into town with just like they would have done in the old Western days. It's really a fun event for everybody.
Exactly. Yep. Takes back to those old Pony Express days, but still actually.
Oh, that's what it is, the Pony Express.
Next up is the Sun and Sounds. So Sun and Sounds is starting up again, and that's basically it's free music concerts that happen every Sunday over at the Scottsdale Civic Center, which is in downtown or Old Town Scottsdale. And they're going to have food, drinks, music, all kinds of different vendors there. This is a great thing to go around. Plus, it's free. So what's better than getting to enjoy music around in a great area like Old Town?
You know, and Josh, there's other, some of the shopping centers like the Scottsdale Quarter, I think Kierland Commons, they also have free concert events. I think it's on a Friday night, if I'm not mistaken. But so if you're into, getting out and just wanting to listen to music, there's plenty of places or opportunities to do that at this time of year. And it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, exactly. What's better than free live music?
So next up on the list of events here in the Scottsdale area is the Jazz Festival, and that's at the end of April. I think it's April 29th to 30th.
Yep, absolutely. That's over at the Scottsdale Civic Center, and that is one of the largest jazz events in the Southwest. Number of different bands all coming through. I'm not sure on the exact lineup right now, but we can leave a link for what it is. But tons of great artists out there. If you are into jazz, it's going to be one of the biggest jazz events in the whole Southwest and in the States. So definitely something not to miss if you enjoy.
Yeah, if you're a jazz
music
aficionado, it's a great event to attend.
So next up is the 65th Annual Herd Museum Guild Indian Fair and Market. And that takes place...
That's a mouthful.
It is indeed. And that takes place on March the 4th through the 5th. And so that is at the Herd Museum in downtown Phoenix.
Yep.
And this is actually going to be one of the largest Native American and Indian markets and fairs in the country.
Do they have the hoop dancers there at the same time? I think they do. A lot of times they have the Indian hoop dancers there, and that's very, very entertaining.
Yeah, I do know that they have hundreds of different native artists and vendors all throughout there. Usually draws 10 to 15,000 people or more. And if you are trying to get out there and see some of that Native American beauty, it is amazing to see because there's so many different stuff out there, so many different exhibits. You can meet the artists and actually talk to them in person.
Oh, that'd be cool.
If you like any of their work and stuff, they can.
You can buy it too, right? Can't you buy some of it? Yeah.
You can buy some of it. You can also, they'll have different food and other stuff like that there for you to really see and enjoy their culture and talk to them while you do it.
Their funnel cakes are amazing.
They are. And what's better than seeing some cool stuff and learning along the way?
So next up on the list, if you're a motorcycle person, you're going to appreciate this one, Arizona Bike Week. And this is at the end of March, 1st of April.
Yep, from the 29th of March to the 2nd of April.
And I am telling you, there are thousands of bikers that come into town for this one.
I love this.
Everybody that is in the Phoenix area that has a bike gets their bikes out during that week.
Oh yeah, I love this event. It's over at Westworld, and there's so many different stuff over there, and it's not just bikes, although bikes are kind of the centerpiece, but it's everything from motorcycles, all different kinds, from Harleys to sport bikes to off-road bikes to cruisers, antiques.
Yeah.
They'll also have four-wheelers there, side-by-sides, bunch of off-roading stuff. They do offer tours on the bikes too. That way you can get out there and see around Westworld and go around to some of the mountains and stuff on some of the different tours or off-road tours, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me.
And they have a lot of the vendors there, so if you're looking for parts and things like that, or if you're those guys that custom make the bikes, aren't they there?
There's a lot of custom bike makers will be there for their different pinstriping or for their hot rods or for their choppers, kind of everything in between. You can talk to them, learn about them, see their different artwork, see their styles. Really a lot of fun. Plus, they do have nightly concerts there, which makes it, kind of a wholesome event. And let's not forget, as I mentioned, their off-road sector that they're having this year, and then all their outdoor vendors. Not just bike vendors, but outdoor recreational vendors are going to be there this year as well.
Okay, well, that'll be good.
Yep, so if you are into that outdoor lifestyle, camping, four-wheeling, off-roading, or motorcycles in general, this will be a thing that you don't want to miss. So that basically covers the events coming up here in March. And
well, that's just the major events.
Major ones.
Tons more events. And if you are interested... you can, follow us on our website. We have a lot of those posted on our website too.
We do, absolutely. And if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment down below or reach out to us however you want. Contact information is listed right down below. But if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. Let other people find it and enjoy the content and learn about it as well. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We always appreciate it.
Yep.
But thanks for joining us. Hope you had fun. See you next time.